This is a weird camera angle, so don't judge. But why you beeping? Shut up. This is the stuff that I do with after school. Hi, my name is Ella. You're new to Gist. I've been crocheting for the past 5 years now. And today we're gonna do a little crochet vlog. Just a little crochet vlog. And I'm just gonna be working on stuff. I do have a couple things I need to get done. Need to finish up a couple projects. Need to do a journal entry. And do other stuff that's beyond crochet. AKA school stuff, all that fun stuff. But we're not focused on that. We're focused on the crochet because that's what you came here for. I just got out. It is currently about 1:30. Actually, I lied. That's what my car says. It's around 2:30-ish. I'm going to just be, trying to just get some stuff done. I might go out. I might try to see if we go out for dinner. But yeah, it's just gonna go cozy crochet vlog. Just trying to get some stuff done. I have 2 bags to finish, and then I have a journal entry about a bag that I need to do to start. So that's all stuff. Should have been about a full day. But I will be back at the house when I get home, and then we will start probably with my toe bag because I just need to sew the squares together. So do that, and then I'll probably work on the journal next just to get this page started, and then we'll work on the daisy cardigan, the daisy bag that I worked on in my last video, if y'all remember that. But I will update y'all once I get home at the house, and we'll start sewing the squares together. So I'm back from school. As usual, draining, very draining, but I have a Sprite Zero. Tastes like Sprite with no sugar. But we are gonna work on my tote. I'm actually making another tote because I can and I have the power to do so. It's a total of 14 squares right here. Half of them are this, which is ice blue, baby blue, and white, if you can see that. And the other half, which I'm just gonna show you the bottom, is this, which is smooth tails. Sage green, the dark green, and then white. So it's half and half, blue and green. So I'm gonna arrange them to make it look like this tote bag. So this one's about to be 4, 2 sides of 4, 2 then 2. So that is 14 squares total. So 7 of the blue, 7 of the green. So I'm just gonna work on one, weaving in the ends because I didn't do them, and also I'll slip stitch them as I go, just so I am slip stitching while I cannot speak. I'm weaving in the ends, and then once I get 2 squares that are opposite, I can slip stitch them together, make it look cute. And then how I'm slip stitching them is different. I think it's a front flat stitch. Slip stitch kind of. It's basically flat and you see the slip stitch. That's why I'm slip stitching in white, so then it's basically 1 visible and 2 it's nice and clean for the bag. So I'm going to start on that, and I will update y'all once I am, I'd say, about halfway through with all my squares for sewing and weaving. So it's been a minute. I've been working on this for probably like 2 hours. No, I lied. Probably like an hour. And I have 2 squares connected. Yay! So I made some progress, and I weaved in 4 squares out of the 14. This is what it looks like. It's a flat slip stitch. So it's a flat slip stitch, and actually I like it. It looks very clean. At first it looked a little wonky because my tension was tight, but I loosened up and then it turned to look like this. It's basically invisible, and I like it. I like it a lot. It blends in perfectly. So I'm going to, which I don't know why, it kind of makes the blue on this camera, makes it look a little like purple. So I don't know why it's doing it, but this is a light blue for a ghost step. But I'm going to continue doing more of these, and then probably when I at least weave in all the ends, or at least get halfway through my squares, I'll probably stop for a sec and journal, and then we'll work on which for the journal I'm just going to do the setup. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm just going to do like a rough layout, do the setup, and then I can just finish it later because I probably don't want to do it right now, do all of it right now in this moment. But I will come back once I am a little more into this and that I we'll start the journal, and then after that we'll mainly work on the granny square sunflowers. So then I can get those done and move on to the next step for the tutorial. So then I can also finish the page for that too in the near future. So I'm back. It is now been about 45 minutes after, and I got a panel done. I haven't really been showing the process because it is literally me just down here putting it on my leg and just slip stitching it, so you're not going to see any of it. But this is what we're at so far. So this is a whole panel, and it's going to look this on both sides, and you'll have granny squares on the sides and on the bottom, but they like fold, so it'll be like a rounded toe. And then for the strap, I think I'm doing thermal stitch because I've heard it's really sturdy. So I'll learn how to do that at a later date when it comes to strap. But I have a panel done, and I do like the seams. It's nice and clean. You can't really see it on camera, but it's flat slip stitches, and I really like how it comes out. It's nice, sleek, perfect. So I do like this, but I think we're gonna take a slight break because I am tired, and I might want to do a little bit of my journal entry of this tote. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm probably going to work on these sunflower granny squares because I need to get a good chunk of those done. But basically, I'm just gonna probably take a break on these granny squares, even though I've done literally 4 of them. I'm already tired from them. And it's not just granny squares, it's also school. But I'm gonna work on my journal. I'm gonna do the journal last, actually. So I'm probably gonna hop on the sunflower granny squares because I got a little bit left. I just gotta do 2 more rounds, and then they will be done. This is what most of them look like now. You know, this is not what they all look like. They're all different. But this is what they all look like right now. This is with 3. And then this is what they're gonna look like after. As you can see, this is one of them. This is with 4 rounds. And then it's gonna look like this, but with a white round. It's gonna look like this. So you got your center, you got your little bubbles, you got 2 sets of leaves, and then you got your granny square round. So this one's gonna be really big. All I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna probably do this row, just finish them up with this row, and then another day I will do a whole sit down and just do all the white rounds, but not today because I don't want to. But I will come back once I have gotten these mostly done. I'll put timestamps just so you can see the progress of me making these, but I'll come back once they are mostly all finished or they're all finished. Okay, so I'm about halfway through. I have about 4 more of these left, as you can see. But I just want to show you what my desk looks like and what I have to deal with. So this is my whole desk. I have yarn and sunflower granny squares over here that I'm still working on. I have my phone here, which I watch my YouTube on, my light, my Sprite, and then I have the granny squares for my other tote, colors for the sunflowers, and then all the complete sunflowers back there, and then my other complete sunflower back there. But this whole thing is a whole mess. It's really triggering my OCD a little bit, and I need to declutter it, but I can't because I'm working on it. So that's the only reason why it looks like that. It's been worse, and this is probably the worst it's been. So I've been working on these for probably a good half an hour or so. I'm gonna finish these up real quick, just knock them out, because this will probably take me another 15-30 minutes. And then I'm probably going to work on the journal, and just to kind of tie things off, because we might go to dinner, because why not? So I'm going to finish these granny squares up, and then I'll show you what the palette looks like, and then we will declutter my desk before doing this journal, or at least declutter it to a degree. So I will be back once I have all my granny squares done and that we have started I'll show you what they look like, and then after that we will start doing the page for my blue and green tote bag that I'm gonna make. So I'm gonna be using this bag for mainly like going out, you know, having my journal with me, having my iPad with me, having yarn with me just in case. But it will also help with traveling too, because it is a good size tote. It will probably be tall enough to fit my journal and my iPad. But the thing is, I'm probably gonna use my iPad. I'm not gonna use it to carry my iPad, because the thing is, it's super heavy. And I do not want it to stretch that much. Probably the biggest thing I'll put in there is my journal, and then the heaviest thing will probably be like a water bottle or something, like your traditional water bottle. Yeah, so that's what the plan is. I'll be back once I have all of these Sunflower gray squares mostly done. We're done with the next round. Okay, so I only got 2 left. I'm not gonna do them. I did find some fonts that I could use for like the subtitles or just for the title mainly. So I have my journal. She is right here. We are going to. Jeez, she's got flat. And also, I do want to update some of my pages. I did add a little tools to them. Like I did add a little bit of flowers, vines. They were looking a little plain, so I had to freshen them up. I also did this one. This one's really cute. This is I'm doing this for every month. It's basically a crochet bucket list for April. And I do 4 for each category. So I have bags, I have tops, other, and accessories. And I just put 4, and then I did a little flower vine right here, and then did some flowers up here. And now we're gonna start on a fresh new page. We love a fresh page. And this is just gonna be basically a format, basically how my other projects are, which is with the color palette here, and then next page is the page about the project. The color swatches are gonna stay the same for all my projects because it's fun. I like it. Adds a little more spice to the project, you know. So I'm gonna start doing the color swatches. I only used 5 colors, so I'll be able to space them out pretty good. But I'm gonna do color swatches. I'll get that completely done, and then I'm also gonna do a rough draft of my journal, of the journal page for my tote bag. So I will come back once I have the whole color palette done for the tote bag. So, sorry about the light. It started getting dark, and it was literally looking like a black void in here. But we got done with the color swatches, and this is what they look like. It's very much, as you can see, spaced out because of how many colors I used. I only used 5, but we still made it work. She looks cute. I do like the title. This is probably one of my favorite titles. I like this font a lot. Like it a lot. I still have to erase the pencil, obviously, but it's basically done. It's basically done. And then the next page will be the project. And I think all I'm going to do is probably do the title and then figure out where everything is going to go. So like right where everything's going to be. But not write anything done yet. Because obviously she's not done. That's what I'm going to get done. And then, I don't know, I think that'll be pretty much it for me today. Because I also got to do some other stuff. But I'm just going to do the layout real quick. And then we'll overview of what we have done today. So let's get started on the project page. we are done with the layout. I did do the title and everything, and I did whatever I need to do in pen and whatever I need to do in pencil. So this is what we're looking like so far. We have the color palette, as you can see, with all my colors I used. And then when we flip, we have the layout. Picture's gonna be in the middle. So basically, it's very similar to this layout. Very similar how there's pattern, notes. I did put tips. I didn't put tips on the other one. Favorite, least favorite, total time, and then picture in the middle. But that's pretty much it. I'm not really gonna tamper with it much. I might do like the bullet points, add little details here and there, just kind of clean it up, make sure it's ready for when I put the info down. And as you can see, she's getting some girth. She's getting some girth. Just like, cause I want a good journal that is full and projects I have done. And then this will be number 1, and then I'll have number 2, 3, and all that for my future years. So I'm super excited with what these journals hold. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this vlog. We did get a couple things done. We did get most of these sunflowers. I only have these 2 left out of the total 19, or actually 18, because the 19th one is actually completely done, which is the example one I showed you earlier. We did get our 1 panel done for the tote. 1 out of 5, because there's the front, the sides, and then the bottom panel. So I did get 1 out of the 5 done, so off to a slow start, but it's a good start though. And then we got a good bit of the journal done. So we did a little bit of everything, you know, dipped our toes into everything. But I hope y'all enjoyed this little mini vlog. I haven't done these in a while, ever since probably the last one I did kind of this short was probably a good month ago. So I would like to do more of these, just kind of sit down, just get some stuff done, you know, talk, whatever. But I will be doing more of these for sure. Y'all know the drill. All my socials down in the description. If y'all need any of them, they'll be down there. If you want to be more engaged into what I post and what you want me to post for next week or the week after that, depending what happens, I will be posting a poll later this week if y'all want to touch on that. And I will see you guys next weekend for another video. Bye.